Hello everyone, my name is Marty M. Fonke and I'd like to welcome you to this week's session of Marty's Midweek Momentum, Ideas, Strategies, and Tactics to Propel Your Business Forward. The topic for today is Rewards, Recognition, and Appreciation, the Power of Acknowledging Others. Now I came by today's topic because, well, two reasons. One is I was working on a client project in some ways that we could be communicating with their prospects and customers who were in some specific market niches. And I discovered something really interesting, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But the other is because I understand that recognizing others and appreciating others is extremely powerful, but I have not been doing a good job of it. I've not been doing a good job of it in my business, and I've not been doing a good job of it in my personal life. And so I'm doing this lesson for you today as much for myself as a reminder and an encourager to myself as it is for you. So I have a little bit of a selfish reason for presenting today, and that is to remind myself to do a better job of appreciating others, both in my business and personally. So why is it important to appreciate others? Well, Mary Kay Ash, who is the founder of Mary Kay Cosmetics, said there are two things people want more than sex and money, and that is recognition and praise. That is a huge statement, huge statement. But you know, I think that there's something to that. I do believe that Mary Kay had some insight that that was probably quite true. And if you ever have seen the pink Cadillacs driving down the road that designate a high-level Mary Kay distributor, you'll know that Mary Kay understood the power of recognition and the power of praise. Now, is it really more powerful than sex and money? That's for you to decide, but I do think it's pretty darn close. Mother Teresa said, "There is more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than for bread." I think that may very well be true. And it's a sad state of affairs that there are still a lot of people in this world who are hungry for bread. But maybe a hug would be something they'd be looking forward to as well. And then one other quote that I found as I was researching appreciation, it says, Orison Swett Marden said, "There is no investment you can make which will pay you so well as the effort to scatter sunshine and good cheer through your establishment." Of course, your establishment is your business, and that's what we're here to talk about. So we have two business people who have talked about how important it is to spread good cheer, sunshine, and appreciation throughout your establishment. And then the very last one, which is a very, very successful business person named Charles Schwab, says, "I consider my ability to arouse enthusiasm among men the greatest asset I possess. The way to develop the best that is in a man is by appreciation and encouragement." So how good of a job are you doing in encouraging and appreciating others, especially your prospects and clients? Give that some thought. Now, here are some ways to say I appreciate you. You could send a card. Make sure you always send a thank you card. If somebody's done something really great for you, whether it be personal or in your business, send a thank you card. I am a proponent of thank you cards. I do probably a better job than most, but certainly not as good of a job as I should be in sending thank you cards. But I don't do a good job of sending just general I appreciate you cards, and I'm going to be working harder on fixing that. Make a call. That's something that, pick up the phone and just say, "Hey, I just wanted you to know you're doing a great job and I appreciate you." You could send an email that says the same thing. If you really appreciate somebody, you could buy a gift. And you know what? If they're close by and you're really good friends with them, just give them a hug and say, "Hey, I appreciate you." Now, how did this come about with, I said that there were two reasons this came about. One is I felt like I've not been doing a good job of this, and two, I was working on a project. Well, sometimes people need an excuse to show appreciation. Maybe if you contacted somebody out of the blue and said, "Hey, I appreciate you and wanted you to know I was thinking about you," I think that would have a lot of power with some people, and with other people it might maybe set them off a little bit. So you have to know your audience. Who is your target customer? Who is your audience? Who are the people you'd be showing appreciation to? And maybe they need an excuse, or you need an excuse to contact them. And something came to my mind this week as I was doing a research project for a client that really blew me away. And as I was looking at different designated days for appreciating certain people, I was amazed at how many of them are taking place right now. Let me give you an example. International Firefighters Day is May 4th, and that's 2 days from today at the time of this recording. Do you have firefighters in your target market? May 4th would be a great time to reach out to them and appreciate them. National Nurses Day is May 6th. Are there nurses in your target market that you could be reaching out to and showing your appreciation on that day? Teacher Appreciation Week takes place next week, May 7th through 11th. Certainly there are some teachers who are in your target market you're showing appreciation to and developing your business cachet. National Police Week is the week after that, May 13th through 19th. A lot of police officers out there. You look at just those 4 business categories and you're looking at millions and millions and millions of potential customers. Are any of them in your area of your business that you could be reaching out to them? National Accounting Day, May 7th. Now, we all have an accountant, I hope. If you're on this call, you're a business owner, and if you're a business owner, you should have an accountant, CPA, bookkeeper. If you don't, you need to get one right away. That's one of the first things I always tell new business owners is hand the books to someone else. You could be reaching out to your accountant and other accountants that might be on your mailing list or in your marketing area. Those are just a few appreciation days that are taking place in the next couple of weeks. There are a gazillion of them. If you serve a specific niche, almost assuredly there is a day or a week or a month designated to appreciating that particular niche. As I was looking around, I found softball coaches appreciation day. I found podiatrists appreciation day. I found just you name it. There's pastor appreciation day, for religious leaders, which takes place in October. There are so many different appreciation days that there's no excuse. Whatever your target demographic is, there's got to be a day that you can be reaching out to them and leveraging your appreciation for them, which will help you gain mind share in those areas. So, and of course, if you serve a broad spectrum of clientele, you have an opportunity to reach out on many occasions to many different demographics and show your appreciation to all of them. That's pretty much today's tip. I hope you got a little bit something out of it. I told you it wouldn't be too long. I didn't want to waste a lot of your time today. So today's tip was on rewards, recognition, and appreciation, the power of acknowledging others. We looked at the why you need to acknowledge others, why you should show appreciation, and a few ideas on how. Hope you received something great out of that. If you'd like to get other business tips and ideas to propel your business forward, please join us every Wednesday for Midweek Momentum at midweekmomentum.com. I'm your host, Marty M. Fonke. Thank you very much for listening.